Hey guys, welcome back to the table. I'm Brandon. Okay, we're excited today, guys. We have got the Oceana expansion for Wingspan, and what we're going to do with this, we're going to do a comprehensive unboxing and component review. We're going to show you every piece that's in this box. So let's go to the table, we'll check it out, and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just open this up. We'll get the shrink off of here. We'll see. All right. So beautiful artwork as usual on the box. So it looks like we got some Oceana expansion rules. So we got one rule book, 95 bird cards, 5 bonus cards, 1 score pad, 4 goal tiles, 1 reference tile, 15 new eggs in kind of a yellowish green color, 5 new food dice. We have 69 nectar tokens, so this is the new food for this expansion. And then they are doing 5 new players mats, so that's pretty awesome. And as it goes, you know, Stonemeyer's always does really good instruction manuals. They're always really comprehensive, easy to get. But if you've played Wingspan, I'm sure it's not going to be that much different. We got new bird powers, so we've got those all listed here. It looks like, yeah, there's quite a few. There's new card drawing powers, egg laying powers, flocking powers, hunting and fishing powers, bonus card powers, other powers, and end of round goals. So there we go with that. Okay. Atoma rules. If you want to play it single player. I do a lot of solo gaming, so probably do that. So we got a new multiplayer score pad, and then an Atoma. That's pretty nice. Just simple. Okay, so the new eggs are yellow. They aren't yellowy green, kind of like in the picture. So here's the eggs. Nice, you know, bright yellow. These seem like they might be a little different size than the other ones. I'm not 100% sure. I should have grabbed the other ones. So, but. Alright, so that's that. Now we got the dice. Now the dice are going to be different now because you have the nectar tokens. So you'll be, if you use the expansion, you can use these. So you can get a wheat or a nectar on this one. Berries or nectar, wheat or nectar. A lot more double dice than the old one had. So it looks like you have multiple faces. I love these wood dice. I don't know what it is. Usually wood dice I don't like, but these are really high quality ones from Stonemeyer, and I like the ones in the original ones. Some of my favorite dice are actually these Wingspan dice. Bag, nice bag. A digital edition coupon. So, the boon of my existence, trying to get cards open. If you watched any of my unboxings over the time that we've been doing it, I am horrible with cards. Cards always want to fight me. Alright guys, so here we go. New birds. So we have the Tui. When activated, copy a brown power on 1 bird. We have a wedge-tailed eagle. It's got, look at the top card from the deck. The wingspan is over 65 centimeters. Tuck it behind. We've all done that before, I'm sure. The white-belled sea eagle. When activated, reset the bird feeder. Gain 1 fish or 1 rat. The white-faced heron. The willy wagtail. It's kind of cute. Next is the Australian owlet night jar. That's a pretty bird. And this says once between turns, when another player takes the gain food action, gain 1 slug or caterpillar or whatever it's supposed to be. This is the Horsefield's Bronze Cuckoo. A lot more once between powers I'm seeing here. Pheasant of some sort. I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Again, another once between rounds. The Sacred Kingfisher. The Spangled Drongo. Look at that tail. That's an interesting tail. Really long tail on that bird. Once between turns, when another player gains 1 nectar, gain 1 nectar from the supply. Then we have the Australian Pipit. Now this has a game end function on it. Game end, tuck 1 card from the deck behind each bird if your meadow includes this one. Okay. Discard 1 egg from each bird in this row and column that has an egg on it, excluding this bird. For each discarded egg, cache 2 grain from the supply on this bird. That's interesting. Australian Raven. Another game end. The Black Swan. Get my thumb out of the way so everybody can see there. Then we have, this will focus, the Crested Pigeon. Another game end. Then we have Gold's Finch. The Gray-Headed Mannequin. The Cockapoo. The Little Pied Cormorant. The Magpie Lark. That's a pretty bird. Again, these all have game end. Discard 2 eggs from your forest. If you do, play 1 bird in your field at its normal food cost. Ignore its egg cost. If it has a win played or game end power, you may use it. So this looks like it's really expanding kind of the strategy of the game through game end functions. That was the Malleefowl. Malleefowl. The Orange-Footed Scrubfowl. That's a funky looking bird. Interesting. The Pacific Black Duck. The Red-Beaked Fairy Wren. That's really pretty. The Splendid Fairy Wren. The... Come on, focus. The Spotless Crake. Abbott's Bobby. The Australian Reed Warbler. Blythe's Hornbill. And these all have when played. Golden-headed Cisticola. The Gray Warbler. The Kia? K maybe? I'm not sure how some of these are pronounced. And I won't even try their phylum names. Masked Lapwing, that's an interesting looking bird. When played, reset the bird feeder, then for each type of food in the bird feeder, gain 1 of that type. Well, that can give you up to 5 food. It's not bad. The North Island Brown Kiwi. When played, discard a bonus card. If you do, draw 4 bonus cards, keep 2 and discard 2 others. That can get you lots of points. The Plains Wanderer. Some really pretty birds in this expansion. The Red Wattle Bird. The Southern Cassowary. The cassowary is an awesome bird. Looks like a dinosaur. It's got the big crest, and they will attack you. The Stubble Quail. When played, discard up to 6 food. Lay 1 egg on this bird for each discarded food. Wow. Be good at the end of the game. The Welcome Swallow. When played, tuck 1 card from the deck behind each bird in this habitat, including this bird. It looks like there's a lot more tuck powers in here, which is giving you more points for just taking cards, and I can see that now that you have the regular deck, and if you're playing with the first expansion and then this expansion, you'll have a lot more cards to tuck. This one here is the White-Breasted Wood Swallow. The Ryebill. Now we have some other cards. We have, looks like these are bonus cards. Mechanical Engineer. Sets of 4 nest type. So the more you have, the more you get. Site Selection Expert. Columns with a matching pair or trio of nests. Then we have Wetland Data Expert. Then we have Forest Data Analyst. Yeah, Analyst. Consecutive birds in a forest with ascending or descending wingspans. Boy, you really got to think about that. And then, of course, since you have the other 2, you have Grassland Data Analyst. Consecutive birds in a field with ascending or descending wingspans. That's got to be difficult to do. Now it looks like an Atoma card. Oh. Atoma Razi. Spent Nectar Collection. End of round adjust spent nectar. Yeah, these are all Atoma cards here. And some more Atoma cards. Now we got a second deck of cards here. We'll see if I can get these open. Ah, success. All right, what do we got now? We have the Australian Shoveler. And these are all when activated powers. The Australian Ibis, very pretty bird. When activated, shuffle the discard pile, then draw 2 cards from it. Choose one and tuck it behind this bird and add it to your hand. Or add it to your hand. Discard the other. Well, that's interesting. The Australian Shell Duck. Again, more activation powers. Australian Zebra Finch. That's a really pretty bird. The Black Noddy. Reset the bird feeder and gain all fish. The Black Shouldered Kite. the Brolga, the Brown Falcon, the Budrigar, looks like a parakeet. Okay, now we're getting the cockatiel, which looks like a cockatiel. Count Raggy's Bird of Paradise. That is really pretty. The Crimson Chat. The Eastern Rosella. The Eastern Whipbird. The Emu. The Galah. That's a pretty bird. The Green Pygmy Goose. The Gray Butcher Bird. I hope you guys are seeing all the powers and everything. That's what I'm trying to go slow enough to so that you can see everything really quickly without having to go through a 3-hour video. The Gray Teal, looks like a duck of some sort. The Hornsfield Bushlark. The Kelp Gull. The Karuru. That's a pretty bird. The Koramako. The Laughing Kookaburra. And if you've ever heard the Laughing Kookaburras, and I have, they do laugh and it is very comical. The Lesser Frigate Bird. Oh, they're the ones that have those big bulbous throats that they can blow up. They're really interesting, like a balloon. Lewin's Honey Eater. These are all when activated powers in all these birds. The Little Penguin. The Major Mitchell's Cockatoo. The Maned Duck. The Many-Colored Fruit Dove. That's a pretty bird. The Mistletoe Bird. The Musk Duck. When activated, draw one face-up card from the tray with a different type of nest. You may reset and refill the tray before doing so. Okay. New Holland Honey Eater. When activated, gain 1 nectar from the bird feeder if there is one. The only thing I hate about those is it seems like every time I get one of those cards and I play it, there's never anything in the bird feeder that I need. The Noisy Miner. When activated, tuck 1 card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, lay up to 2 eggs on this bird. All other players may lay 1. The Peaceful Dove. Pesquet's Parrot. It's a little hard to see. That's really is that dark on the card too. Next up is the Pink-Eared Duck. Wow, that's interesting. The Princess Stephanie's Astropia. The Pukiko. The Rainbow Lorikeet. The red-capped robin. That's really pretty. When activated, if the player to your left has a worm in their personal supply, gain 1 worm from the general supply. Okay, it's an interesting power. Red-necked avocet. The red-winged parrot. The regent bowerbird. It's a pretty bird. The royal spoonbill. The rufous night heron. The rufous owl. The rufous banded honeyeater. The silver eye. The South Island robin. The sulfur-crested cockatoo. The superb lyrebird. Wow. And last but not least, the tawny frogmouth. Alright guys, so that is all the cards for the whole expansion. So let's take a look at some of the other components here. So here we've got the nectar tokens and the goal cards. The no goal if food costs worm in food costs of your birds. Okay? Beak pointing left. Cubes on bird play a bird. That's interesting that they're doing beaks to the left and beaks to the right. So these are the usual Stonemaier quality, the same as the regular game. We have upgraded food components, which is going to be interesting to see if I can find some that will work for this. So front and back, the usual Stonemaier quality. And last but not least is going to be the player boards. Wow. Alright guys. So it looks like we've got some new stuff going on over here. The Spent Nectar. Game end, 5 and 2 points for majority. Then activate any brown power in this row. So it looks like they're giving some more powers, which will complicate the game a little bit more. Not a bad idea. I like Wingspan, but it does need a little bit more strategy, I think. Personally, that's my personal thing. But then I like really deep, heavy games. So I love the background on these boards. I like this artwork a lot better than the regular artwork. You can see it really transitions fairly easily. So you can see all the new stuff down here. And it's got your usual icons. I don't think a whole lot's changed there. Although this I think has changed a little bit down on the bottom here. So that is it, guys. That is, and there's, let's see, I want to make sure that there is, yeah, there are 5 of them in here. I wouldn't think that they wouldn't give you 5, but you kind of never know anymore. So that is everything in the Wingspan Oceana expansion. So there we go. So let's go back up top and I will give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, there you go. So that is the comprehensive unboxing for the Wingspan Oceana expansion. Now, first of all, I have just opened this. We have not played it yet. I probably won't get to play it for a couple of weeks. I gotta say that so far, I mean, from what I'm seeing, what this expansion does is it will complicate the game a little bit more. It's going to kind of put another layer to it. So you're going to have a new food type. There's a lot more card powers on these cards. That can be a good or bad thing depending on how you like to play Wingspan. So what we'll do is Alex and I will get this played a couple of times in the next couple of weeks, and then we will come back and give a review of the actual expansion. So yeah, the artwork and the quality is Stonemaier Games. They always put out the highest quality stuff. The new die is the one thing that you're going to have to remember. You're going to have to use these die when you play this expansion because of the nectar. Adding the new type of food is going to be an issue. These seem to be smaller. There seems to be something different about these eggs than the other eggs. And I'm going to have to look at the other eggs and see. So it looks like you got a lot more powers, a lot more tucking of cards. I've noticed that from just looking at them. The artwork is beautiful as usual. The quality is great. We know it's Stonemaier. They're always good. So that is the unboxing, guys. We're glad that you came by and checked it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon for notifications. Leave a comment down below. Let us know if you guys have played this expansion and what you thought of it. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.